Hey, Curtis Haney here. Thank you for joining us on the Through the Storm podcast. Today, we're doing a preview episode, meaning we're previewing the launch episode that is going to be coming out next week. So today I'm going to be sharing you a small portion of a conversation I had with Nick Anderson, who is CEO of One Accord. Nick stepped into the One Accord business, purchased a portion of that business, and found himself in a situation where he had to completely redo the business model. So in this conversation, we talk about gross margins and we talk about that process of going through that transition. We're going to give you a little snippet of that, hopefully tease you, get you excited for what's to come next week. And then next week, we will see that full episode. If you're wondering about what Through the Storm is, Through the Storm is going to be a podcast where we're having conversations with business owners who have gone through the hard part, who have gone through the storm. That's where the name came from. And we're going to talk to them about that specific time they went through the storm, how they got through, and the lessons they would teach you if you've never gone through the same thing they went through before. Already I've had conversations with Nick where we talked about gross margins, we've talked about issues with getting payments. We've talked about near bankruptcies. We've talked about government related issues. We're going to go through the gamut of problems that business owners have come across, and we're going to process through those together. Not broad storytelling expeditions where we talk about what's your story and what's the background. Those can be fun and those can be great, but I wanted to do something that was a completely different angle than what you're used to a lot of the times. So we're going to focus on one point in history of each of these people we talk through, and we're going to go deep and get into the nitty-gritty details of these people's issues during that specific point in time. So today, without further ado, here is a preview of the episode that is coming out next week, where we're officially launching the podcast, where we talk to Nick Anderson about his redoing of the business model. Enjoy. Why did you feel like, and I guess why could you not reset that gross margin on the existing business?
Our model, so we deliver services with people who are consultants. And let's say for every dollar in revenue I receive, 50 cents needs to pay that consultant, which leaves 50 cents to pay for the rent, the computer, the lights, the insurance, my salary, the admin salary, the paper clips, the business cards, right? That the marketing, the advertising, that all becomes SG&A, sales, general, and administrative. So we had existing engagements signed with clients with consultants that were written at a 20% gross margin. I can't just go to our client. I mean, I could, probably not going to work out well, and say, hey, Curtis, listen, I know you've been paying me $1, but my gross margins are out of whack. I need you to pay me $1.30. Right? So I would have to deliver I'd have to deliver more value to justify that additional 30 cents.
Well, and not only that, but if the agreement is written at that 20%, you have to not only get the customer to agree to that higher rate, you have to get the consultant to now agree for a different rate as well.
Yeah. Right? So two negotiations. First, Curtis, I need you to pay me more. Hey, consultant, we're in. The good news is you're going to get paid the same, right? But they're like, wait. So in all actuality, I had to rewrite the business model, which meant some of the consultants decided that this wasn't the place they wanted to be. They would say, well, I don't want to do the same work for less money. I'm going to go try to earn the business on my own. And I quite literally said, like, awesome. I support you. I'm with you. Like, do that thing. This is how we're running our business. I also had to justify that additional gross margin. So we had to completely change our business model. It used to be that consultants, if you were interested to work with me under the old model, okay, Curtis, we're going to give you an email and a business card and some tools. Now go sell your services, and then we keep 20% of what you sell. And that really, it worked for some people and it turned other people off. Like, well, why wouldn't I just go do it on my own and keep it all myself? And here again, like, cool, you should. If you can, you should. Most people can't. You and I, we have a friend, Harrison. He's the one helping independent consultants like learn how to sell. Like, there's a whole space there, right? But for us internally, I had to enhance the business to the point where I was adding so much value to the consultants that are here that it made sense for them to reduce the percentage, right, from, call it 80 cents out of the dollar down to 50 cents on the dollar. And I'm so confident in this that I'm saying it publicly on a podcast and anybody can watch. Like, I'm really transparent about this with the team. I also have to deliver more value to clients so that I can be paid more and still pay our consultants the same. There's two ways to get a higher gross margin, right? You can lower your cost of goods, or you can raise your revenue with cost of goods fixed, or you can do both. And the ideal scenario is that it's a give on both sides.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that little 5-minute segment there. Next week, we're going to release that full episode. So if you have not, I would encourage you to go ahead, go to Apple, go to Spotify, go ahead and subscribe to this podcast. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my channel. You're going to see all the episodes come through here. And I look forward to seeing you next week. If you know a business owner that you think could benefit from this, send them the link as well. I'd love to have other people that are learning and hearing these stories, because I think there's so much value in sharing this sort of information among business owners. If you have a story that you'd like to tell, I love it if you'd reach out. You can do that via my social media channels, and look forward to going on this journey with you and learning how we together better and better business owners.